neighborhood.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, all I'm missing is some ducks.
Second Amendment rallies in Trenton, New Jersey. Raining, chilly, cold, more snow. You don't think we got people showed up? It keeps coming. Old and young, male and female. Straighten out there, bud.
And it's about liberty. It's about protecting our lives. It's about our loved ones and protecting their lives, and it's about protecting our freedom and our liberty. Everyone here knows that the original intention and the intention of the Second Amendment today is to keep the balance of power in the hands of the people where it belongs. We're not the enemy. We're not the problem. If the balance of power remains in the hands of the people, there's no problem. It's when it remains in the hands of the other side that there's a problem. So let's keep that in mind. Now, there's a couple of things that we're going to do here. First, I want to have, of course, we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we're going to have the National Anthem, and we're going to have a convocation by Rabbi Dovi Ben-Duri, who has blessed us with his presence today, and then we're going to get into the rally itself. So if you will join me, the flag is over there. Please join me in a Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we won.
victory happened right here in Trenton. And you can see those historic barracks that were part of it with a big sign on it right now, threatened and endangered. You know, I am really sick of gun owners being made the scapegoat every time the system fails to keep some nutcase institutionalized. That's right. New Jersey already has the most oppressive gun control laws in the country. And now they want to add 43 more. The anti-gunners are blood dancers. They dance in the blood of victims to push their agenda. Some of them get insulted when you call them blood dancers, but you know what? They are, because that's just what they do. As soon as there's a victim, as soon as this happens, they're already trying to blame us and take away our gun rights and make it part of their agenda. And we see it all the time, and it makes me sick to watch it. But you know what? They're going to lose. They're going to lose because we are on the side of right. And I'll tell you, the problem in New Jersey, because you know they work in the gun law area, there is no gun control law in New Jersey that is not a felony, not a one. So if any of you make a mistake under the gun laws in any way, you become a felon and you lose your gun rights. Okay, this state has aggressive enforcement of the gun laws, and it's so extreme, it boggles the mind if you tell others from outside New Jersey how bad the laws are here, and they want to pass more. That's what just drives me crazy. You realize
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you what a pleasure it is to be standing here looking out on a sea of patriots. I am just sorry that you all cannot stand here and see this sight. All the way back out to the street and probably around the corners. It's amazing. You're standing here in the rain, in the cold, in the wind. God bless you all. I'm going to take a little segue, get something out important before I give you the red meat. Right? I'd like to speak about constitutional sheriffs. Almost nobody knows the county sheriff is your last line of defense. The last person to protect your rights. Over 200 sheriffs around the country have stood up and said, no, we are not going to comply. People like Sheriff Mack, people like Sheriff Arpaio, and it was a real treat to see the county sheriff in Milwaukee taking on the mayor of Milwaukee. And I'm going to be racist here. It's even better it was a black sheriff. We have a sheriff's project we're working on here in New Jersey. Monmouth County Tea Party, the Tea Party Coalition. You have to forgive me, I'm ADD. I have to look at this because I'll forget the names. Right? East Jersey Tea Party, Shore Tea Party, right? Go on stopnewjerseycorruption.com. Find out about this. Or go on the New Jersey Tea Party Coalition to find out about it. We need to get in sync with our sheriffs. We need to speak with our sheriffs. And we have to make sure that the sheriffs understand that they are there to protect we, the people who elected them. They are not there to protect politically connected people when they're doing wrongdoing and look the other way and just do sheriff sales so they can take your house for taxes. Right? They are there to protect us.
Now, the good stuff. On September 11th, 19 Islamic terrorists hijacked 4 airliners. They used those airliners as flying bombs, and they murdered about 3,000 of our citizens. About 2,700 of them were not but an hour and a half from here. What did we do in response to this? Did we ban airliners?
No.
Did we ban Muslims from flying on airliners? Hell, we didn't even ban Muslims from coming over here and studying nuclear physics. I'm serious. We have this tragedy in Connecticut. Does the president say every state ought to put armed guards? I'm sorry. Should every state put armed guards in the schools? First thing we did is we tightened airport security and we put armed guards on the planes. Why doesn't the president demand we put armed guards in the schools? It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. He's a phony liberal. I want you to help me on this. When I say those last 2 words, I want you to say them with me. It's because he's a phony liberal. He's a phony liberal. He's a phony liberal. They mentioned 2 of my favorite senators, Dianne Feinstein, Chucky Schumer. Feinstein and Schumer have concealed carry, but they don't believe you should be allowed concealed carry. Why is that? It's because they are phony liberals. They are phony liberals. I'd like to speak about the governor of New York, Andy Cuomo. This was about as shameful a political exercise as I have ever seen. Shame on you, Andy. What we witnessed was Andy Cuomo using the shooting in Connecticut to kick off his 2016 presidential campaign. Andy Cuomo is talking about how important it is to ban these assault weapons. Right? I was going to bring and brandish an assault weapon. I was going to hold up a Louisville Slugger, right? The same type of assault weapon that was used in Connecticut. The Louisville Slugger and that AR, they are both semi-automatic. I went and I checked the FBI statistics. Any of you can do this. Just go online. Pull up the FBI. You can see their crime statistics. The last full year we have full data on, 2011. There was something like 774 homicides in New York State in 2011. Guess how many were committed by long guns? 5. Not even 1%. Not even 1%. Why is the governor of New York, Andy Cuomo, talking about assault rifles when not even 1% of the homicides in New York State in 2011 were committed with long guns?
Phony liberal!
He's a phony liberal! He's a phony liberal! He's a phony liberal! People in this country are murdered by illegal aliens every single day. Women in this country are raped by illegal aliens every single day. Children in this country are molested by illegal aliens every single day. How come we don't hear Andy Cuomo talking about stopping illegal aliens? Why? Because he's a phony liberal. He's a phony liberal. He's a phony liberal. So far, the big guy has at least been smart enough to stand back and say we have enough laws. I don't know where he's going to go from here. I hope he continues that tact. I hope he doesn't stick his finger in the wind and say, well, for 2016, if I want to run for president, I got to get on his bandwagon. But I want to impart this information to Governor Christie. I want to impart this information to our legislators behind us. Those same FBI statistics for 2011. Guess how many homicides were committed in New Jersey in 2011 with long guns? One. The next time you hear one of these legislative sons of bitches say that we need to stop these assault rifles, you take that one and you shove it up their ass.
Al's got the balls to say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, they took my thunder on this with the oath of office. Actually, let me do this properly because you deserve it. Every one of you who served in the armed forces, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your service. Every one of us who served stepped forward. We raised our right hand. We took an oath to protect and defend this country, the Constitution. It wasn't an oath to protect Obama. It wasn't an oath to protect George Bush. It wasn't an oath to protect Ronald Reagan or Eisenhower or FDR. It was an oath to protect the Constitution of the United States. Every one of our elected officials takes that same oath to protect the Constitution of the United States. Every one of our federal judges, every one of our Supreme Court judges takes that same oath to protect the Constitution of the United States. When you see these bums making these anti-constitutional bills, when you see these justices make these anti-constitutional rulings, they are violating their oath of office.
Vote him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I watched Supreme Court Justice Sandra Sotomayor at her Senate hearings, right? I watched Sandra Sotomayor, when asked about the Second Amendment, lie on her ass. Why? Because she's a phony liberal. She's a phony liberal. She's a phony liberal.